Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So because of quarantine, I actually have a lot more time to spend on painting now, and I'm so excited to get back to my artwork. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually an artist at heart. I haven't painted for like 10 years now, so I'm really happy that I have this opportunity to get back to my artwork. So I'm gonna show you guys how I prep my station. So we have a few things here. If you can see, I got all my paint brushes in this mug. Then I got my paints. So because I'm just getting back to my artwork, I had to get all my paints from Walmart because obviously all the essential stores are closed. Not that paint is an essential thing right now, but I got these cheap acrylic paints. Then I have 2 water bottles here. And then I have this tin thing. This is going to be my paint palette. I basically just cut around the edge so that I don't have to like dip so deep inside of it. I'm going to show you how I prep my paint palette. I actually got these tips from this other guy, so we're going to try his tips and see how that goes with the painting process. So to prep the palette, that's what we're going to do first. I have here some paper towel. We're going to basically be putting the paper towel into this thing right here. So yes, and then we're supposed to wet it. Great. And of course, once it's wet now, it's much easier to move it, right? So we'll add some more paper towel in there. There we go. So that's pretty soaking wet. I don't know if you can see that, but so I just put paper towel in there. Okay, so for the next step, we are going to get our parchment paper. Okay. And I'm just gonna rip a piece off. There we go. So I got my parchment paper. Now I'm gonna put that inside my thing. Okay, so we got our palette all ready. So I'm gonna show you how I put the paint down. But before we do that, what I'm going to be doing is prepping our canvas now. So I'm gonna bring the canvas up close so you can see. So I already did my drawing. There's a lot of different ways that you can get your drawing on your canvas. You can do the grid method. There's so many different methods. Just find a way to get your image onto your canvas because that's not the primary focus of this video. We are trying to create this painting. So this is actually a picture of my great friend Shara, who has been begging me for years, literally like 10 years, for me to do a painting for her. So I'm gonna finally do a painting and give it to her for her birthday. So hopefully she likes it. What we need is like a spray bottle. So I got this really cool spray. I use this for my hair, but it has a nice mist. I don't know if you can see the mist, but yeah, so it's gonna be perfect. And what we are doing is basically we want to dampen our canvas, and I'm going to be painting with acrylic. So acrylic dries really quickly, and we want to prevent it from drying out so that we can work the paints into each other. So I'm just going to fill this up with some water. This is just plain old water. All right, and now we are going to spray our canvas. So I'm going to spray the front here a bit, and it's most important to actually spray the back. So let me turn this around. So the back, I don't know if you can see, but the back is raw canvas, whereas the front has been gessoed. And gesso is just like a way that you prep your canvas for painting. So I'm gonna thoroughly spray the back of this so that it can stay moist. You can smell the canvas. It smells radiant. Spray my plant a little bit too. Yes, baby. We get them moist. All right. That's good. Okay, so I got some red. yellow. Blue. And then we're going to use black and white. Another thing that I like to do in regards to prepping it is I like to cut the tops off my water bottles. Got 1-inch brush, and we're going to get a knife. I like to use these flat ones. Yes. We're going to get one of these. And then I'm going to make a greenish color. So I'm gonna get some blue, and that's a lot of blue. Let me take some out of there. Okay, so we got some, ooh. So this is my first time doing this, and I've noticed already that this palette is really damp. It kind of feels like water, I mean not watercolor, like an oil color, the way that it's, yes, yes honey. All right, so we're gonna make our green. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do, actually, like I said, I'm just winging this, is I'm going to add a little bit of red in here to make a brownish color, and we're gonna use this one color that I'm making right here for the whole painting, the whole undertone. So I'm gonna create an underpainting, and then after we're gonna do the actual painting. So here we go.
Alright, so this is the brown that I came up with. Basically, I'm going to use this brown as the undertone for her actual face. And you'll see on the upcoming time lapse, I already did the background by mixing a little bit of black and white with the yellow and blue to make that kind of like green. So there you go. You see the green. I did the background off screen. And here I am using the one brown color that I mixed to make her face, and all I'm doing is basically establishing all the dark areas and the lighter areas of the face. To make the paint lighter, I just add water and thin out the paint and establish the light areas, and this just makes the painting process a bit easier for when you're going to be adding different colors. It helps you kind of keep all the dark areas the same and the lighter areas the same. So here I am going back over the background. So instead of having such a watered down paint, I'm starting to add a thicker layer of paint in the background, and I'm going to go back through her face as well, adding different colors and just kind of, and when I do add paint, I don't add really thick layers. Like, they're still pretty thin layers, so the underlayer still shows through. It just adds a bit of character, and you can keep going over the background and the foreground until you're satisfied with how your painting looks. So enjoy this time lapse, and I will be back at the end. And another thing is, while you're painting, just make sure you always keep spraying the back when you notice it's kind of getting dry every few hours. You might see me turn the canvas around, and I'm just spraying the back to make sure that everything stays moist so that my acrylic paints don't dry so quickly. Photo. So that's what the reference photo looks like. And this is the final piece. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see the details of the face and the painting. So you can see I added different colors like purples and reds and yellows, and in the background I also added some yellows in the background to create the light source, to show that the light's coming from one area and that side is a bit darker, so I added some darkness over there. So yep, that's the final painting. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a great day or night.